Hello everyone, this is for Sagittarius. What I'm going to do this time is actually split the video into two. So this is going to be the general love reading. This is specifically for if you have someone in mind, you're already in a connection, or situationship could also apply where they're kind of in the peripheral of your energy. So we're going to look into your energy and their energy, as well as the past, present, and future of the connection, which will give you a good idea whether or not this is resonating for you. Now, we're also going to have this Single as Fuck or Single AF video for the Sagittarius that will go up soon after this one, so have a look at that. If you're single or if you are in a situationship. So situationships particularly, both videos you may find apply to you. So this is the Gaia Oracle, the Book of Shadows Tarot, and the Rider-Waite Tarot, and this is the moonology cards. That's just what we've got today. So just giving everything a shuffle. I might actually use the Book of Shadows because I've been using the Rider-Waite for all the other. Oops! Oh my gosh, this one came out. Oh, Audacity. Pentacles is Audacity apparently, and the Ace at that. But who's holding it? Ooh, what's the past energy for this connection for Sagittarius? Please. For the Book of Shadows Tarot. It looks like this. Oh, past energies, please. Past energies for Sag. Also, I'm doing this for February. Whenever you come across this, it's fine. And if you've got Sagittarius in your chart somewhere, it's fine. If it's resonating with you, then it's resonating with you. Spirit has a way of giving messages to us, so we like to logic ourselves out of things. Oh man. That could be the Ace of Pentacles trying to be practical. Oh, what was that tried to come out? Ten of Pentacles. He went back. He hit himself. Family. It's the family. The white picket fence. The house. Or, as I like to say, whatever your ideal version of family is. Could be branching out from family. Past energy. Please, is there anything else that wants to come out for the past? Because, oops. And now you're gonna just give me, oh my god, the whole deck. Well, that's entirely too much. Okay. We'll just go straight into the past energy since I have a novel here. I do love me a good novel. It's like when people send you heaps of messages. It's like, ooh, I have a little bit of light reading a novel. I call it a novel when you send someone something like that. So maybe that's something you did in the past. You got frustrated and wanted to express yourself, and you ended up with a light novel on your hands. So maybe you received one. But oh, yeah, we're gonna have to just do this for the past because I need to see all this stuff. At least to some degree. Okay. Right, so there was an opportunity in the past, where someone came in. There were a Knight of Cups, could be a water sign, but like very dreamboat energy. Knights don't always have very good follow through though, and you do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, which means that there was some sort of emotional disappointment on the feminine's part, that this didn't reach her expectations, or the offer was not good enough, or didn't, have the follow through. They were like suggesting things, how masculines sometimes fucking do, and they don't think about what they're saying, and it ends up hurting the feelings of the feminine. Now, gender doesn't apply, it's just one of you will be the more masculine and one of you will be the more feminine energy, and that's up to you to figure out who it is. So by the situation, you should be able to figure out who's who, right? So the Hierophant, so someone wanted a higher commitment, and the Magician reversed. That need and want for a higher commitment was manipulated. This is heavy. That's probably why so many friggin' cards came out. It's definitely a light novel. Maybe some of you should write a story about it. Or a song. But yeah, so you healed from this situation. and you tried, you know, so you were happy, single, independent, Queen of Pentacles, possibly working on your career or studies to further yourself or to level yourself up, even if it's just physically, like getting a new haircut. Sometimes it's very not only symbolic, but it helps energetically to shift energy. So when you have the urge to cut or dye your hair, it's usually why. You know, you're removing stuff from your energetic field that doesn't need to be there. So yeah, the situation wasn't right. There's an injustice here that led to a bit of a stalemate. The Hanged Man in reverse. It also talks a lot about perspective, enlightenment, and it says whatever you're doing, you need to be doing the opposite. So it's like, try the complete opposite of what you would normally do in this situation. You know, a different perspective. So if you're not doing anything, do something. If you keep trying to push forward and writing someone a light novel, it's like, well, now it's time to hang back and not do shit because it's up to them. And if they're not going to level up as you have, then that's their loss. And that is difficult to deal with, obviously. Yeah, because Three of Pentacles here is an inability to be able to work together or collaborate with someone. Eight of Cups is disconnecting emotionally from the situation. The world is, this cycle is only really going to keep repeating itself, going round and round in circles. So the longer that you stay, yeah, Knave of Pentacles. So this person adapts. They're manipulative in the way that they adapt their energy or their how they, like, oh, I also want this thing that you want, but they're just adapting to what it is that you've said that you want. They're not really being genuine in what it is that they want. They're just trying to be with you or to get something from you, whether that could be physically as well. So that's the past energy. So if that person is the person you're currently in a connection with, it may not be the person you're currently in a connection with. That could be an ex or someone who is trying to get back in. So that may apply as well. Or it's just something that's been on your mind that is affecting this current connection. So we need to like clean the slate in terms of things, but let's just have a look. Oh my goodness. Regardless of gender, you're showing up as Queen of Pentacles, so you know what you want. People may talk you into other things, but you know what you want. It's like, stop trying to manipulate my Sagittarius, please. The current energy of Sagittarius's connection. Some things may be having difficulty coming together at this time. Falling into place, you know. Will happen, just it'll be more like a sudden shift. Oh. You have a tendency for light novels. Whether you're acting or doing something in a way that's creating a situation where someone is sending you a light novel, or whether you're the one doing it. You're the archer, so possibly you're like, you know, shooting it in someone's direction. Okay, so currently you're coming out of a sense of, what's the word? There's a very specific word for that card. Like being complacent or just being like, meh. Very, you know. But you're coming out of that. So instead of focusing on what it is that didn't work out, you're like, oh, there's this new opportunity. A Knave of Chalices, if you will. Here, you've got the Moon in reverse. So, currently, and I don't know if this is the same person. For some of you, it will be, or for others, it's just going to be that was an ex's energy that's trying to weasel their way back in. And you're already in another connection, you know. So, currently, there's like a confession of feelings, and it could be from the masculine's point of view, possibly, which is why you're like, ooh, shiny new thing. So the Moon reverse is the unveiling of secrets, the removal of illusions, if you will. So you're gonna be getting very clear on where this person is at emotionally. The Lovers is, there is possibly a choice between two people. For some of you, like I said, there's an ex or some other energy around. But the Ten of Cups in reverse Queen of Wands in reverse. Frustration. Queen of Swords upright. Okay. Someone's definitely writing it. It's kind of like they keep a lot of things to themselves and then they just end up writing a light novel and sending it to the person and being like, grr, because you're very frustrated. It could be even frustration within yourself, frustration within the connection. Maybe one of you is kind of like, I feel like things are a little bit backwards in terms of there could be talks about moving in together if you're not living together already, but then there's nothing about commitment and marriage, and you're like, well, what are we? For others, it's you've got two different decisions between two different things, or possibly people that you really love, and you're not sure where your happiness lies, and then that's where the frustration comes in. But you're very good at communicating things, and you could have a best friend or someone who you know has your back that you can communicate through this situation with, because I do see that as a lot of frustration with yourself, and if you're not careful, this ends up being redirected a bit passively, aggressively, possibly towards your person as well. But you're moving on from things that no longer serve you. So from anything like being overly dramatic, for example, that could be something that you're moving on from, or, you know, people, connections that trigger that in you. Drama. Looking for your peace in life together. What's the future of this situation? Please. Oh, thank goodness. Because I normally ask for 3 cards, and I've been getting light novels, so no more novels, at least in the near future, right? You've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse, so that could be that there's going to be issues with communication in the future, or you're going to be withholding communication. 5, yeah. So someone feels victorious here. 5 of Swords is usually winning at any cost, getting what you want, but in the end that ends up backfiring down the line, so be careful of that. Or maybe you're allowing this person some space to have, you know, a certain victory in the connection, if you want to call it that. It could just be a compromise, right? Because you realize that, okay, you like, not let them do this, God, that sounds controlling, but do you know what I mean? It's like you allow them space to do something, and it's like, this is going to backfire on them, so that you can do whatever you want. I'm going to go do my own thing. That 3 of Wands in the reverse, you're not going to wait around while this person, you know, does whatever they're doing. And that's an indication of somebody who willfully knows what they're doing. So if someone's willfully causing harm, for example, then you're just like, nope, bye. Especially if it's indecision around, you know, connections or people. Yeah, I mean, I still see a strong, like, a sexual connection, but when it comes to communication going into the future, the air element seems to, yeah. You're kind of looking at your options here. What are my options emotionally, like, because this could be a very committed relationship, but it's like, what are my options going forward emotionally? And needing to be very clear on what it is that you want before you come forward with that communication. So that could just be what the delay is. Is like, you're just going to take your time to think about it before you decide what your next move is. Having, you know, healthier boundaries for yourself as well. So what we're going to do is look at your energy and your person's energy. Damn it! Come back. Oh God, is that all the cards? What else came out? Hello? Where'd they go? I have a feeling I'm gonna find cards in odd places now. I hope that was all that yeeted. Anyway. Somebody's not listening to their intuition. You, them in the middle. Or feminine, masculine in the middle. So the feminine isn't listening to their intuition and they're getting frustrated. You have, for lack of a better word, given your audacity to the other person. Or like given your power away to the other person. The feminine is given their power away to the masculine, and they're not listening to their intuition, because your intuition for the feminine is telling them, no, you do have a say in this, because neither of you are currently working on it at the moment, whatever the core issue is. Here there's impatience, so one of you could be future projecting and putting too many too much pressure on a situation that's only newly born, kind of thing. Or it's like we only just discussed moving into something, or we only just discussed possibly the idea of getting married, or what that might look like. It doesn't mean we're going to do it tomorrow. It's like, wait, have some patience here. Get to know each other a bit more and see what things are like. Queen of Pentacles is for the masculine side, so could be very career focused. They're having issues with things not going their way currently, and that is distracting them and putting a strain on the connection. So for them, it seems like there are other areas in their life that are not going very well that they have let kind of slide into this connection. So taking out frustrations from other areas on the feminine, you know, and the need to be able to work together and communicate and be more practical. I do see a lot of practicality, but it's communicated poorly, I guess. So, for some final messages, we'll get the Gaia Oracle cards and just see what else wants to come out for you. You have a hidden gift, sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. So you've got a cycle ending that's opening the way for a new beginning. Here, you've also got an eternal dance, movement, wheel of life. So the Wheel of Fortune did come out before as well. The path of least resistance. So, I mean, maybe communicating via interpretive dance could be recommended. Yeah. Just really going with the flow, having fun, enjoying yourself in the moment. There are things coming to you, but you're letting go of other things to allow space for that. You've got the Temptress, which is seduction. Yeah, I did say that right, I think. Seducing someone. Seduction, deceit, a broken promise here. So that could be the ending. Or maybe that's what you're healing from as well. But just be aware not to take the easy way out. It's like, do you want to do what's easy or what's right for you? Maybe you're pausing to figure out what's right for you, and just you're temporarily in that going with the flow, ease of movement energy, which serves a purpose, okay? It's practical here. You know, and there was a lot of practicality around you. You've also got perception, which is beyond the veil of illusion. So pay attention to your dreams. See, there are some signs and messages possibly trying to come through. So coincidences, songs, lyrics, things like that could be relevant as well here. And speak your truth. Open up the line of communication. If they shut it down, well, where are you going to go from here? Because that's not a good sign, you know. But while there are some temporary struggles, it doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be that way. We're just at a decision-making point. You seem to be making, you know, a big decision, whether that's to move house, relocate, buy a house, move in together, get married, not get married, have kids, not have kids. Like, there's some sort of significant decision that is like at the forefront, but then there are other obstacles, particularly on the masculine side with other parts of this person's life, that make it difficult for them to like fully focus on their connection. So I hope that helps. yeah, so if you want to book a personal reading, link is in the description below for my Etsy store. You can check out my TikTok or my YouTube channel and let me know if you enjoy these kind of readings, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.